Good morning, Year 4. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of April, and on Tuesdays we look at effective vocabulary. So let's have a look. So this is the same text as what we were looking at yesterday, but I've highlighted some words which you will notice the ones because I talked about these a lot yesterday, and I've highlighted these because I think they're really interesting words. And we're going to have a look at synonyms and antonyms for those words, and hopefully we will be able to use them in our writing hereafter. So let's have a look at the word forage. Okay, let's have a look. So I've got here to forage, and I've got a picture of some lovely cows there foraging for food. So forage means to rummage, to scour, to explore. Even forage in Viking times was to plunder and to ransack. So forage in this case, let's have a look and see if we could use any of these words instead. So I like the word scour. So if we look at this after our show, humans scour the stores. I think that's a good one because when they go, it looks, when we're reading this text, it looks like they're really rummaging around. So we could have rummage through the stores or scour the stores in search of everything that they want. Okay? And another word here, a store is where humans buy things they need to survive. Now, survive, let's just have a look at what words we could have for survive. So for our synonyms here, and I've got a little backpack there, a survival backpack with everything that you need if you went on an adventure. But to survive is to endure, to get through, to exist, to bear. And in a way, this way survive is a little bit what we're doing at the moment because we're all at home and we're doing our best because we're going to get through this together. We're going to endure it and we're going to get through, and we're handling ourselves and keeping ourselves well, really, and happy until all this is over and we recover from it. Okay, so how does that fit in? So I'm going to choose for that one to exist. Let's have a look, see how that fits in. Oops, sorry, I've gone the wrong way. There we go. So a store is where humans buy things they need to exist. So exist fits very well there as well. So I could choose that word. That's a good synonym there. And it still makes sense in the context of the sentence. So another word here that I like is to scurry. I really like that word, to scurry across. It gives you a picture in your mind of almost like a little animal, like a little hamster or a field mouse scurrying about. So I've got here to scurry. Here he is, he's my little chap scurrying about. So for scurrying about, you could have dash, darting, scampered, zipping about, yeah, sprinting like a gazelle. But this little chap here is a little field animal, isn't he? So let's have a look how that could fit. So synonyms for scurry. Let's see. So a synonym for scurry: all day I watch humans scurry from store to store. All day I watch humans darting from store to store, scampering from store to store. It's a bit of a tongue twister, is that? Okay, so those words fit as well, so they could easily be put in there. Because what we do a lot, Year 4, isn't it, when we're looking at text, is we change it to make it our own and building up our word bank. Because the more words we come across, the more our writing gets exciting and adventurous. So another word that we've got, grumbling. Do you like this picture? Grumbling. I bet some of you, if you go to the supermarket, you're grumbling about, aren't you? Okay, I do as well, don't worry, I do. So grumbling. So what other synonyms could we have for grumbling? So we could have complaining, we could have moaning, we could have quibbling. All of those fit as well. So let's have a look. So I'm going to pick there complaining. I like that word. I'm going to go back to our text. Let's see if this fits. They hunt. So remember, this is humans. They hunt frantically, stalking, pushing and complaining. Then they leave. So sometimes when these shopping malls or these big stores are busy, people rummaging, scurry from store to store. It's very busy and people are grumbling because they don't want to be there, or they want to be at the front of the queues. So another word that we're looking at here is Clutching. Clutching bags. There's the verb there, to clutch something. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at our words here for clutching. So instead of just clutching bags, so I've got a picture here of a man clutching money, we could have that he's clasping it, he's grasping it, he's snatching it, he's gripping it. It looks like he's got a tight grip there. So we could go back to this, and it says, then they leave clutching bags filled with things. So he could be grasping it, he could be clasping the bag filled with things, because they don't want to let them go, because they've probably spent all day getting them. And then the last word I've got for you there is lousy. So again, like we were talking about yesterday, that humans are clever, but they are lousy hunters. I'm wanting to have a look at that. If I wanted to change that text or use those words, what could I use? So I've put here for lousy, I found this image. Do you like it? It says here, all day breakfast, bad food, lousy service, we're open, sorry. So although they're complaining about this all day breakfast place, it says that we're open, sorry. I thought that might amuse you. I thought it was quite funny. So lousy hunters, we could have awful hunters, terrible hunters, rotten hunters. We've got the word there, synonym shoddy. Shoddy hunters doesn't really fit exactly what we want it to be. So I might put just, you could have second-rate hunters. Maybe Ivan might think humans are clever, but they're second-rate at hunting. So there's quite a few what could fit there. Okay, so let's go back to our text again. So, but they are awful hunters. So that would fit as well. So there's quite a few words there, synonyms, that we could use for those words. If you wish, you could use something else. You don't have to have the ones that I have chosen. But seeing as I used them yesterday, that's why I've carried them on today, those verbs. Let's have a look. So they are there for you to use. And of course, how I want you to use them is what we usually do to really embed the words and look at synonyms and antonyms and really be able to use that word effectively, because it gives us word power and builds up our vocabulary choices in our writing from now. So you choose which words you'd like to do, and I'd like you to write me a list of synonyms, antonyms. I haven't talked much about the antonyms, but they are there for you to use. Write your own definition of the verb you choose. Draw it. I always like to see your good drawings. Use it in a sentence and use an antonym in a sentence. You know what to do, so I'm going to let you get on with that. Good luck, happy writing, and I will talk to you this afternoon for Read as a Reader. Goodbye for now.